Hey guys, Justin here with a bug report for you for the game that we all know and love, Fortnite. So, yesterday you guys saw me re-rolling my guns, doing all that. I spent all my upgrade points on the Gravedigger because having an upgraded Gravedigger sounded awesome to me. But then I realized that it doesn't have the burn like the first one does. As you can see, this is the first one, my original. It's burning, which is cool. Here's my second one. It is not burning, which is not as exciting and it's not as cool. So that is a little bit of a bummer, but we are going to do some damage testing because there is another issue I noticed with it. It is reading the same DPS as the other gun. So as you can see, it does have the upgraded critical rating, and the damage to afflicted targets is upgraded, along with my crit damage. But the DPS is exactly the same at 11,000. And here's the old one with the lower crit chance, lower damage to afflicted targets, and lower crit damage. Okay, so I don't have a problem with the damage numbers reading the same. I do have a problem with the DPS reading the same, because the damage of the first bullet should roughly be the same. We bumped the affliction damage, so after the first bullet causes the burning, which is an affliction, they will take that extra affliction damage. So the base numbers should average a little bit higher on our upgraded gun than they do on our not upgraded gun. So we're going to test that, and then we will be testing our crit hits and to see if they are doing more damage. And we're going to be seeing if they do damage more often because our crit hit percentage is up higher on our upgraded gun. So those are the things we are testing today. Please stick around and we will figure this out together. Alright, here we go. Okay, so I found my mission. It's a level 64 mission. I set it to private so that we wouldn't have any interference with our testing. I'm a level 64, so I figured that would be the best place to start. The weapon is a level 82. We are in Canny, which is the appropriate level for that. So let's get into this mission. So we've loaded into our map. I put away my sword that was in my hotbar so that we would only have our guns here to switch back and forth between. If you remember, the old one is the one with the fire on it, and the new one is the one without fire on it. So what we're going to do is we're going to test the damage of both these weapons, compare them, and then we're going to test and see, regardless if it's showing fire, if it actually still does fire damage. So we're going to test that out on two different monsters. We're going to find those monsters, and we'll be back in a second. Okay, so we have our little testing tower here. It looks like something you'd see in Battle Royale. But what I have here is I've cleared out most of a horde. I ran away because I left two zombies of the same type that I didn't want to kill. So they walked back here, went back to sleep. It's perfect for our tests. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our first old gun. We're going to try and do only body shots. And we're going to kill him with this one. And then we're going to take our second gun. And we're going to try and only do body shots and kill him with this one. Then we're going to replay it in slow-mo, compare the damage numbers, and see what we get. So here we go. Okay, that's that. Let's review it. Okay, so we figured out our average base damage is about 1330 on our first guy, and then our average base damage is about 1592 on our second guy. So we can already tell our base damage is just a little bit higher from the affliction damage alone. Okay, so I did the same thing over here. This is going to be just a second quick test. There was a horde here. I killed all of them except for the 2 laser guys. Actually, only one of them ended up following me, but as you can see, he's going back to sleep. So now we're going to go over here. We're going to build our little tower, and then we're going to do our test. We're going to kill one of them with one gun and kill the other one with the other. Let's do it. So we'll do our old gun first. And we'll try and only do body shots for comparison. Okay, I felt like that was a very good test. Let's go ahead and try this guy. We're probably going to need more ammo. Alright, here we go. This is the new gun. Reload that. Okay. Now we're going to review that and see our comparisons. Okay, so you see here he's taking 1057 on his first hit. The reason it's so low is because he's not yet burning, so he's not getting that extra affliction damage. So the burning is an affliction. He's taking affliction damage. His average base damage is roughly the same as it was on the skeleton dudes. And then you can see his crits are ranging anywhere from 24 to 2600, which is pretty nice. Let's show you the stats on the gun one more time. Okay, so here are the stats on the gun that we just shot. It's the one without the upgrades. Our crit chance is lower, our damage to afflicted targets is lower, and our crit damage is lower. I think this is an accurate representation of what we are about to see. From this test, we are able to see that our crit hits are actually hitting harder. Our base damage is hitting harder. Our crit hits are ranging anywhere from the high 2700s to the lower 3200s, which is awesome. So in conclusion, this gun is actually doing more damage, and if it's doing more damage, it's doing more damage per second. So the stat saying that it's the same damage per second on the gun is actually wrong. So we are indeed doing more damage, which is a good thing. Because it means I only have 2 bugs to report, which are that the DPS numbers are showing up inaccurate, and that the gun needs to have fire on it because it's the Gravedigger. We all love this gun, and we want it to show its burning capacity. So with that said, let's go over the numbers one more time. It took me 30 shots to kill the first guy. I landed more than I expected with 9 crit hits. So that's pretty good. And then it took me 26 shots to kill the second guy. And I landed 10 crit hits. So I'll pull up the percentages on those so you guys can see that my percentages were a little off. I'm sure if we shot 100 bullets that they would represent accurately. But other than that, it seems like we're getting a higher crit chance. So that's cool. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or would like to see me do some other kind of videos, please let me know in the comments as I try and save this survivor. Girl, I got you! I got you! Yeah, that's right. Go home. Alright, I'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace out! Woo!